Hello everyone, welcome back to Data and Beyond. Today we are going to learn about attrition. In this video, we are going to cover about attrition, definition of it, impacts of attrition, why attrition happens, and methods, solutions to solve the attrition percentage, and how to calculate the attrition percentage and impact of attrition in our process. So please stay tuned till the last because I will show the calculation in the very end, means how to calculate attrition and impact of attrition calculation will be shown at the end. So please watch till the end. Okay, let us begin. What is attrition? Attrition attrition means the rate at which employees leaves an organization over a period of time and are not immediately replaced. So in simple words we can say, whenever people leave the company for any reason and the position become vacant, that is called attrition. Means people can, if people have resigned or retired or left the company for another better opportunity or for any xyz reason, it is called attrition. So some sometimes what happened that agent leaves the company for better opportunity or for health issues, or for he has done any unethical thing that is not allowed by the company. So the company had asked him to leave, like DTS by or any unethical activity. So these all are the reason of attrition. So there are two types of attrition, and this sometimes this is asked in the interviews, that how many types of attrition. So there are two types of attrition. First one is voluntary attrition, and second is involuntary attrition. So what is voluntary attrition? So voluntary attrition means that a agent or or any people is leaving the company on her own will, on on her or his own will. Means suppose I am working in a company, I don't want to work anymore because I have got a better opportunity, or or I'm not feeling well in this company, so I have left the company. It is called a voluntary attrition. Okay. And involuntary attrition means that I am working in the company, but I have done something unethical, that is not allowed in the company, right? Means I have duplicated the data, or I have done any misbehave with the other colleagues or any other things, and for that reason the management had asked me to leave the company. So that is called involuntary attrition. Okay. And now, what is the attrition rate formula? How can we calculate the attrition rate? So number of employees who left divided by average number of employees into 100. This is the formula of calculating the attrition. So I will show the calculation at the end. Now, why attrition during training and early production has a greater impact? So this, during the training and early production, mainly the attrition happens. Why? Because we are going to find out. You have Because we have invested time, money, and resource into hiring and onboarding, but before agents even hit full productivity, some are already walking out the door. This early attrition can quietly undermine our entire workforce strategy. And why this happens? Because in the early stage, what happens that suppose we have 50 people, we are going to onboard 50 people, and 50 people are in the training. So what happens in the 50? So all the 50 people do not join. What happens in the training time? Suppose 5 people resign, 10 people resign, 15 people resign. So what happens, we have invested our time over there. Means to recruit them, our hiring team has invested time, our training team has given them training and invested their time. So these are some indirect costs that affect us. So why it matters? Training, attrition, lose agent during onboarding, sun cost. We have paid for recruitment, trainers, materials, system access, and the rate of ROI, rate of interest, vanish before day one is even early production attrition. Even if agents complete training, the first 30-90 days on the floor can make or break retention. What happens, we have paid for the recruitment, trainers, materials, system, and all that. So in the if the agents re- give resignation in their attrition period, or they are don't coming up on the on the trainings, it means that we have lost some people and who were supposed to be on the floor. And suppose we have 50 people, we lost 10 people in the training, and 40 people are in the floor. And the first 30 to 90 days are make or break day. Because what happens, because in the early days, early starting days of their career, what happens that people do not find the process easy, they find it tough, they find it a bit uncomfortable to get adapt with the culture, with the surroundings. So most of the, so some of the people resign. Okay, so why this early attrition happens? What are the reasons? Firstly, role mismatch. Suppose a agent is qualified to become a, he want to do a role of Excel. He want to work in Excel field, but he has, but but HR has recruited into the role of a trawler. So this is a role mismatch. So once the person will come to training, he will see that there is no use of Excel in this role, so he will resign. Inadequate support. What happens that when people are new, when agents are new, they want support from the training team leadership, but they don't get it. So that is also another reason. High stress and pressure. What happens that in some process there are high pressure from the first day. When the people are in the OJT and they come on live on the floor, there is too much pressure that they have to do the work with 100% accuracy, and there is very less support. The TL is supporting them less, and if they are making a mistake, they are getting the scolding from their managements. So the, so for this reason also the attritions happen. Poor scheduling fit, unclear expectations. Sometimes the scheduling is not right, and unclear expectations. So agent does not know what he is supposed to do. So these are the reason that early attritions happens. The impact of early attrition: increase hiring recruitment cost. What happened that if out of 50, my 40 to my 10 to 20 people are resigning, then it is, then we have to do the hiring again for the 20 or 30 people, whatever the number has left the company attrited. Okay, so again we have to do the connect with the hiring team. The hiring team will again look for them. It will involve cost. Then again we have to provide them training, so it is also a training cost. Higher shrinkage. What happens if there are 50 people were supposed to be in the shift, but there are only 30 people? So there is shrinkage, 20 people are not there, so it increase our shrinkage. And due to shrinkage we hit our SLA also. Schedule gaps. If we have less number of people, then there will be schedule gaps, right? Reduced customer experience. So we were supposed to work with 50 people, but we are working with only 30 people. So the customers, that the customer who are calling us, or who are mailing us tickets, they have to wait for long, because we have only 30 people who are doing the work of 50 people. So the customer service get delayed, and this result in bad experience of the customer. Burnout for remaining staff. What burnout means that when when 30 people are doing the work of 50 people, it is creating a troll on them, that they have to work under pressure, so for they get burnout. Okay, how, now I will show you the calculation. Okay, so this is our question. Agent at the starting of month. In our process we have 100 people at the starting of the month, and at the end of the month there are 87 people. So we need to find out the attrition percentage of the month. So what we are going to do, so first we will see how many people have attrited during this month. So my 13 people have been attrited in this month, 13. Now we will find out average headcount of the month. Average headcount of the month is, how we will find out? So the formula is starting of the month and agent at the end of the month, divide by 2, equal to, we have 93.5 is our average headcount for the month. Okay, so my attrition percentage is 13 that people left during the month, divide by average headcount of the month. Okay, so let me change it to the percentage. So we have 14% attrition. This is question number 2. Agent at starting of the month 100, agent at the end of the month 87, and new hiring in the month 5. So first, what we will try to do, we will see how many agents we currently have. 100 plus 5, 105 agent left during the month. So how many people have left during the month? 100 minus 87, it is 13. Average agent headcount for the month. So what is our formula of average? Average formula is opening number plus closing number divided by 2. So our average is 93.5. Okay. No, no, no. So agent left during month. What what in this scenario there is a twist. So in earlier scenario what I have did, I have taken 100. Okay, but we are not going to use 100 over here. What we are going to use, we are going to use 105 because there were 5 new hires in the month, right? So 105 minus 87. So my 18 people have left during this month. Okay, equal to my agents left during the month divided by average headcount for the month. So it is 19%. Let me see. So it is 19%. Okay. And now attrition chart. Let me show you attrition chart, how attrition affects us. So this is a simple chart. Means this is my week beginning 2nd February 2026. Then 9 February. So every week beginning, every Monday is there. Volume. Every week we are getting 10,000 volumes. Okay. To clear the 10,000 volumes, we need 85 agents. Per week we need 85 agents, and we currently have 100 agents in our bucket that we have planted. We have planted 15 buffer agents, that we have surplus agent, that if the volume spikes us, that we will be able to handle it. So let us see how many we have surplus agent. 100 minus 85, we have 15 extra agents. Okay, we have 15 extra agents. We have not included the attrition currently. So what we will do, now we will see our weekly attrition is 2%. Means every week there are two, there is there are every week there is 2% people are leaving the process. Means 2%. Okay, now how many agents do I have left after every week? So what I will do, 100 minus 100 into 2%. So after the first week I have 98 agents still there. Okay, for the next week, how I'm going to calculate it? So in the next week we don't have 100. Okay, we have only 98 because my two people have already attrited. So 98 head count minus 98 into my attrition number. Okay, so why I have included 98? because because my already two people had left, and now we will in now we will calculate the attrition on 98 percentage. Okay, so 96. So you can see the number are decreasing because our 2% attrition, weekly attrition is there, and people are leaving. So if you see the normal over under, there is normal over under, there were 15 extra agents. Okay, but now we are going to calculate the over under once we have added the attrition. Now agents we currently have after attrition and number of required agents. So 13, we have surplus agent here. Now see, can you see this? So we have 13 extra agents, we have 11, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 0 in this week, means this week. You can see 23rd March, we won't be having any extra agents, means there will be only 85 agents required, and we will have only 85 agents to clear the volume. And on the next week, we will be losing, we will be short staffed by 2. uh, Next week we will be short staffed by 3, then 5 minus 5, then 7, means in this week, okay, in this week only, on 23rd March, we need to include a batch over there. So what we need to do, on 23rd March, we need to hire more people, so that if we hire, suppose 10 people we hire, okay, so there will be our extra buffer agents, we will have extra buffer agents, okay. So in this way, whenever we make a planner or capacity planner, we use this attrition to know when we are going to be short staffed. And on that day, what we do, we plan a hiring batch. On that means, we calculate the hiring requirement and we give it to the TA team, hiring team. And on the day of 23rd March, what we try to get the 10 people hired on board, so that we have buffer agents in our hands, okay. So this was the calculation. Now back to our PPT. Solution for early attrition or attrition: improve candidate matching. What we can try to do when we are hiring: set realistic job previews during hiring, be transparent about expectations, enhance trainings experience. So whenever we are in the training, or the agent are in the training, we can make the training interactive, relevant, and supportive. We don't need to give overload on day one, okay. We will give them the load or downloading slowly, so that they don't feel pressure. Mentor and shadowing it. So peer support during the transition into production can drastically improve retention. So it is very important point that we need to provide mentorship support to the new agents, because they are new, they don't know about the process, they will make mistakes. We have to be there. uh, we means TL or the management need to be there to provide support to them, okay. Start ramp plans: ease agent into full load, give them time to build confidence. So what happens that in the early stage, the agent will make mistake, they are bound to make mistake, because no one is perfect. It will take time, means it will take them 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 month, to get into the full confidence and work with 100% quality. Even a full tenure people make mistakes, okay. So what happens, we need to give them time to build confidence, okay. Collect feedback early and often. So what happens when people are new, agents are new, management and leadership always try to connect with the agents one on one, or as a group, and try to get the feedback that what is wrong, what can be done to get the improvement. And so these are the steps that we can do for the to get the early attrition down, okay. So final note: early attrition is not just an HR issue, it's a workforce planning and operation risk too. So attrition, so this is not about early attrition, it is about attrition only. So attrition is not only HR issue, it is issue of operations, workforce planning, MIS, okay. So always need to consider the attrition. It is very important aspect of workforce management, operations, or MIS. If we don't calculate or take the attrition into our planners, our operation team will collapse, okay. So if you find this video helpful, please like, share, and comment, and do subscribe the channel. Thank you.